Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to another edition of Westbridge Hills. Alright, we got what's going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we were working away at cultivating the fields, and I have something kind of interesting to show you. Alright, so there is a new drive control mod out. This is version 3 I just updated to. And check this out. So when I'm outside the cab right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but the guy added indoor sound to all the vehicles now. Now, one thing I did notice though is if let's unfold this, and I get in, right now it's quiet, but as soon as you fire up like a implement of any sorts, the sound isn't as quiet as it was before, which is understandable. So let's just lower this down here. So it's not as quiet as it was before, but if you're just idling, it is quieter, that's for sure. So probably if you're doing trucking or something like that, it would be a bit quieter, which is crazy. I can't believe he did that. Okay, let me show you something else that he also added into this same mod. So, notice how this is the the T8 435 as per usual, and you see how we have a little bit of sliding issues going on now. So let me just lower this implement. So normally this would have no problem pulling this. So see that? I'm actually sliding quite a bit there. Now, let me show you the reason why. So, what he actually added in this particular mod was he added, let me see, four-wheel drive he added now. So now you have to engage four-wheel drive. So let's try that now and see if it makes a difference. So as you can see, automatically, that makes a huge difference. That's the first thing he added. He also added front differential lock and rear differential lock. So what happens is, when you actually have to lock those in place for this for this to pull this by itself. Like, how cool is that? Like, I can't believe he'd actually do that. So now this can actually pull it now, whereas before it was sliding all over the place. So if you look in the bottom right hand corner, you got those three little they're yellow. They look like the wheels, they look like the chassis of the vehicle. That's basically what those three things do. So that's front differential lock, rear differential lock, and four-wheel drive. How crazy is that? And the guy adds indoor cab. Like right now, because it's in work mode, I guess, it doesn't appear to adjust the sound yet. Now he may change that. This is version 3 already, so it's possible he will make that adjustment in the near future. I don't know for sure though. So keep that in mind. I couldn't believe that. I was just like, wow, he added that. So in this case, this tractor doesn't have any of those on. So let's just see what happens when. So it's definitely quieter. Oh, that is lifted, okay. So it's definitely quieter now. I don't know what else he added. I watched his video in German, and unfortunately I don't understand German, so it really didn't help me very much. But I kind of got to see some of the way it works. So let's just see what happens if I set this guy on his way. Without all the appropriate things started. This guy doesn't have any problem, probably because he's a big enough tractor that really doesn't make a big difference in this scenario. But I couldn't believe that. I was like, wow, the guy went out of his way to add like indoor sound. Like, I think I probably could go into the LUA file, the Lua file, and actually adjust how much it's decreased by, and I think I might do that. Because I would want it to be just a wee bit quieter than this. So I might go around and fiddle around with that a little bit. But the fact that he added that is super cool. Where is this guy here? I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. Now the one thing I ran into personally was because I have my vehicle switcher mod set up so it is using the shift keys, which is the same keys that he used for where am I here? The same keys he used for I guess he's done. The same keys he used for the other mod, or the same key I used for the vehicle switcher is the same key he used for the switching between the different modes, like having the differential lock or not, basically. So because of that, I had to switch it around to, instead of being my left shift, I had to switch it to my right shift button, basically. But I thought that was really cool that he added that functionality into the game. Like, That's something, so the really nice thing about this, and the fact that he went out of his way to do this, is the fact that now, That is included in every vehicle that ever gets loaded into the game. So if I go to the truck that I have, wherever I left that from last episode, it will also be included in that. Now we're going to test that in a second. That's been fertilized. I think this one up here hasn't been fertilized yet. And as you can see, we have a little bit of wool there now. How much wool do we actually have? We have 0%. Good to know. So, depending on the activity you're doing, you may or may not need to have certain things engaged. Like this guy probably doesn't need these things engaged. I'm just gonna. I don't know if it uses more fuel. That might be interesting. I had a feeling this guy was gonna get stuck on this little corner here. That might be interesting to take a look at whether he gets, whether they use more fuel when they have all those engaged. I suppose in real life you actually would, but I don't know about in the game. Based on his mod, it's possible. The guy does go for realism, so it's entirely possible that he would go out of his way to do something like this, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's the new functionality he added within that. Like, this guy is amazing. I can't believe it. I'm a fanboy, I guess you could say. Like, he puts out quality mods, and the fact that he's still updating them and adding like functionality like that, the differential lock and the four-wheel drive is amazing. I can't believe that. So awesome. We are just looking at, we still need to plant 11. Okay. Like, I couldn't believe it. When I saw that, I'm like, why? Like, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why is this cultivator not working properly? And then I was like, is it because the differential lock thing he added? It definitely is. Yeah, like right now, the indoor sound, I don't really notice the difference because this thing's in work mode. But now that he has finished working, I'm gonna try. So outside, I notice it a lot more when the tractors are just idling as opposed to being in like what I've been calling work mode essentially. And that makes sense, right? You know, it is quieter in the cab, but I don't know how much quieter. So I may, like I said, fiddle with the Lua file and see if I can't adjust it to make it a bit quieter. But I can't believe the guy did that. That's awesome. So definitely go out of your way to update the drive control mod. Definitely adds another element to the game, and you'll definitely notice it, depending on what you're trying to do with, depending with what type of tractor you're trying to do it with as well, which is kind of cool. Now, I don't know how this is going to affect the truck, and we're going to find out in a second when I set this guy up on his way. That was canola. What do we need here? Looks like we could use some barley. I think we have some Fields Plentus barley already. Oh, he's cultivating, that's why. Canola. What the heck is that? That must be barley. And I guess we could do this one as canola too. Alright, let's get this guy on his way. Now, because it's on a hill, if I didn't have the differential lock, I'm sure it would be bad news. Alright, so, as I mentioned last time, this truck doesn't look... It's fine without the dirt. Now, the question is going to be... How is the differential lock going to make a difference with this truck? Let's take a quick peek at prices. Ooh, canola's really far down. Let's take a load of wheat, or no, maybe a load of barley to, oops, the flour mill, I guess, just to test this differential lock. Alright, let's get this lined up here. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's, I have my graphic settings adjusted at the moment. Maybe that's part of the reason why it looks bad, but I'll have to test that out another time. Alright, now let's get a load of wheat, I said. I think that's what I said. I have to think about it again. Barley, sorry. There we go. Yeah, so that's one of the new things that was just added. I don't think I picked up any other mods, to be honest with you. There haven't been a lot that I've been like, oh, that's awesome. I have this. I haven't picked it up yet. Hasn't been a big enough problem at the moment. I don't think there's anything else that's really amazing. Oh, this thing I picked up. That's true. The Amazon Pantera. This is the one from. This is from 2013, I believe, and they converted over. I honestly haven't checked that out yet, but 40 meters is awesome, and I don't think I have gotten anything else. Oh, I picked up a Massey too. It's all right. It's not too bad. It's not as detailed as the in-game stuff, strangely enough. So one of the disadvantages of in-game stuff being pretty darn decent. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's on us. This guy's almost done too. Yeah, that differential lock really threw me off. I just couldn't believe how much of a difference it made. Like, going from like not being able to move it at all to be like being able to move it. I was like, that is awesome. Oh, I didn't. I'm gonna put this guy in a grip. I keep forgetting to do it, but I don't know why, but I do. Alright, so Group 5. There we go. So this guy doesn't seem to have a problem with this. It might just be because the mod itself. And you can add the differential locks and everything. I don't think it makes a difference though. Not with this guy, because it's not really doing any work per se. And this type of truck really wouldn't have this, but it might still. See, the thing is, this truck might still be affected by it, even though it's not a tractor. Like, it doesn't seem to be affected by it at all. But it may still very well be. I don't know for sure though, so. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Doesn't seem to do anything. There you go. You can add it to the semis as well, although it doesn't seem to really make a big difference. It might probably not on level terrain. Actually, let's give that a go. Where's a hill? There's a hill just behind here. So right now we have the front differential lock and the rear differential lock on, and I don't think that really makes a difference for this truck, but that's a good enough hill. Let's just see what happens. So, going up the hill, this truck is gaining speed, so it's not a big problem. It's leveling out a little bit. Nope, it's still gaining. So it doesn't seem to be a problem with this truck, and I wonder, oh no, there it is. I wonder if it would lose speed. Let's see what happens when I put everything on. So we were at, what, 47? Well, now it's not going to make a difference, but... So it might actually adjust how difficult it is for some of the trucks to get up hills and whatnot. It may do that. I don't know for sure. Let's try on the other side here. Because I am curious now. So here, seems to make a little bit of a difference. Not a big difference, but just a little bit. Okay. Good to know. Ugh. I like driving in cab with trucks for whatever reason, but have a bit of a sliding issue there. But the only problem is, of course, that not all trucks are made equal on the inside. There we go. Perfect. He's on second last pass, and he's almost done. But I want to say it may use more fuel in these modes as well. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm under the impression it might, for whatever reason. You know what? I think we're gonna go ahead and buy that. Where is this guy? He is almost done here. this last a little bit here. I don't think we have any other fields. Actually, what we can do, we can actually buy 18 now. We could do that. Or 21. One of the two. Maybe we'll buy 18. Because we have the money, and we should have enough left over, actually, to buy the big sprayer, too. Because I kind of want to test it out now. Alright, there we go. And in this case, I would normally use Upside Down's mod, but because it's right here, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, that's good. So this is what the inside of this tractor looks like. It's so much nicer than that Massey. Wow, the Massey was a nice in 2013. Not so much here. Yeah. 540. And yes, we do indeed still have enough money for the sprayer. So I'm going to save my game first. Just to be on the safe side. Because you never know with a new mod. I haven't done any testing with it, but here we go. Okay, we can purchase it. That's a good sign. Let's move this guy out of the way now. And we still have $111,000. Awesome. Alright, that's enough out of the way, I think. We'll just park you there, and let's grab that sprayer. So I haven't actually checked this guy out yet. So, it is all going to be new to me. Let's take a look. Not too bad. Actually, it's not that bad at all. And the inside doesn't look like they've changed much on the inside here. They added the exhaust, which is good. Let's go. Whoa. Do we have any fancy things in this? No. Not at all. Well, it's interesting though. They added a slightly different texture for the exhaust. It looks like they added. So that's what it looks like normally. But as see how they kind of added like a white smoke coming out of it. That's kind of cool. Okay. I'm pleased so far. And this does have in-cab sound with Upside Down's mod now. So that basically negates like needing the indoor sound mod, basically, and needing to install it for every single implement. Like, how cool is that? That's gonna take a little while, I think. But yeah, that's the Amazon Pantera. That doesn't look too bad at all. Not too bad. Whoever adjusted that one did a pretty darn good job, I guess. Yeah, sweet. This guy's done now. Let's fold it up. Let's take him back to the farm, which is back this way. And our cows are doing alright. This is good. Probably going to need to make some more hay again soon. Still, we're still good on straw for the time being, though. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. I don't know when the last time we made straw was. A while ago now. But, alas, when you bale a couple hundred bales... Actually, I don't think it was a couple. Was it a couple hundred? I think it was. I want to say... No. No, it wasn't quite that many. I think it was closer to like 60 or 70 bales. But you know, I haven't been going through them that fast, just because I haven't been using them in the TMR rations, of course. That probably makes a big difference. That would be my assumption, at least. Alright. I wonder if they're going to adjust the sliding physics in this game in the patch. I think they are. I haven't... The patch notes are in primarily German, which doesn't help people who speak English. Which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Turn that off, and let's run over to the sprayer. And this is going to need a special group. Let's put him in. I don't know what group would be a good group for him. 7, sure. Oh, I don't know if there's mirrors. Well, there are mirrors, but I don't know if they work. Based on what this guy did already, I think they do, but we're gonna find out. Well, maybe not this time, but next time. Alright, so... Oof, that slide is bad. Let's try it on the hill. So... Still slows down a little bit. So let's see what happens when you take the differential locks everything. So that's what happens. So it can make it up the hill, but as you can see it's a slow. So that's 4-wheel drive. Front differential, rear differential. Well, doesn't seem to make a huge difference. Can I actually hire a worker with this? I didn't even look. Looks like you probably can't. That's the one unfortunate side. Yeah, doesn't look like you can. Maybe you have to unfold it first. Oh, you did a pretty good job with that. Let's get lined up first before we get too overzealous here. So it looks like I may have to, if I use this, I'll have to do the spraying myself, which is okay. 40 meters is quite a big width in comparison to the biggest implement we already have at the moment. So, alright, so yeah, I got the feeling I won't be able to hire a worker with this. Let's turn the GPS mod on. Does it auto detect? It does. That's awesome. So we need to move over just a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Doesn't look as if you can hire a worker. Oof. Ah, that's not good. Yikes. Okay, this is why you don't test things in the game like this. Yeah, it does not like that spraying. That's strange. I wonder why that does that. It does not like that. My game does not like that when I go and spray. I did see a picture of it and I was able to spray, so maybe you can adjust that too. And you were able to actually. It does have the. No, it's not working properly though. It did have the new particle effect for it though. Well, there you go. So that one doesn't work properly for me. I don't know if about the log. I guess we'll just leave that there. That's unfortunate. But it looked pretty good, solid to that. And it may just be my game. I'll have to double check the log to see if it's something specific to do with my game, or if it's a mod conflict or something, which is possible. So, well. Where's the other guy? Let's put him on the job then. Because apparently our fancy new piece of equipment is not going to get the job done. Sad face. Alright, we'll get this guy started up and I think we'll end the episode there. And I guess we'll have to seed this field. I'll have to get the case on this. So I'm going to start up in this corner up here, primarily because if I started up here, it's a pretty nasty hill, holy cow. If I start up here, what will happen is it'll eventually get to the length of the hill, or the field. There we go. That should be close enough. Yes, it is, good. That field is huge. This guy's planting canola. It's not quite finished yet. But I imagine that differential lock probably makes a pretty big difference on this field here. We shall see. So yeah, that is unfortunate that this guy didn't work properly. I wonder what the deal was. Wonder why he didn't work properly. That's what makes me a bit sad. The folding works fine. Driving is fine. But the spraying... Oh, is that automatically going up? Wow, it actually is. Let me just show you what I was talking about there. I think I actually did that automatically. Beacons are working. So let me just lower this. So let me just fold it back in. So now I can lower it. So I'm going to fold it back in. Let's just see what happens here. Yeah. That automatically raises it. That's awesome. That is super cool. Darn, why doesn't this thing work? Oh well. I'll have to look at the log file. Anyways, folks, I think we'll stop it there for the time being. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Westbridge Hills. Catch you guys later.